Welcome to the SRJC Libraries. Today we're going to talk about Medline, an authoritative database of health and medical information. You always want to access Medline from the SRJC Libraries homepage because it is a subscription database that the library pays to provide access for our students. You click on Research Databases and it brings you to our page of all our databases. You can use the subject box to focus in on just the health sciences databases. And when you scroll down, there's Medline. Medline's good for students in nursing, dentistry, radiology, pharmacy, veterinary. Even if you're in English and using a health topic, it's a great database to use. It's created by the National Library of Medicine and uses MESH or medical subject headings to make the searching very precise. When I click on Medline, if I'm off campus, I have to enter my student ID and PIN, the same stuff you use to register to get into the database. Today I'm going to search for pain management nursing. And when I do that, I get almost 3,000 results. The results page provides you with ways you can limit your search or focus it to get your more precise results. So I'm going to use some of these limiters, and when I do that, I get only 800 results. So much better. The limiters I used were full text. I set the date to 2019 to present. You don't want medical information older than 5 years. And then I said English language. When I'm scrolling through the results, it gives me some basic information here. One of the things to pay attention to is what country the study was conducted in. Here we have something in Turkey. Here's Rwanda, China. Medline is global in scope. So you want to be careful with what country you choose a research study from, because they may have different standards that they use in medical care. So be very careful of what country you choose from. But I'm going to click on one of these articles by clicking on the title. And when I go into the more detailed record, I can see all the information I need to cite my source, the title of the article, authors, source title, dates, page numbers. I can get a small abstract so I can read and make sure that the article is relevant to my needs. I also get some tools. I can download the article, email it. I can even get information for how to cite my article. If you do use the cite button, be careful because these citations are generated by the computer and sometimes they have errors. So double check them. I can also click on permalink, and the permalink, if you want to come back to the article later or share it with your teacher, that's the way to do it, because the link at the very top of the page is only good for this search. Once I decide that, yes, this is an article I'm interested in, I can click on the PDF of the article and actually get the full text of that study so that I can read it and write my paper. I do want to give you one pro tip. When we started out in Medline, we did a basic search, but a pro might use the advanced search. What that allows you to do is enter multiple search terms at the same time. It also has all of the filters and limiters here at the bottom, so I could enter my date in at the very beginning. I could limit it by age, maybe by the type of study, and many other kinds of ways to limit. So that's how to use Medline. There is a free version of Medline that you can Google, and it's called PubMed. When you're using it, though, it doesn't always have free articles for students. There are some, but there are also articles that when you click on the article and try to go to the full text, they want to charge you for the article. If that happens and you really do want to see that article, you can come back to the SRJC, look under borrowing for interlibrary loan. If you fill out a request, we will go and find that article for you and send you a PDF copy in your email for free. So thank you for searching the SRJC libraries. If you have any questions about using Medline or any of the library's resources, from our homepage, you can click on the online chat, get a librarian to help anytime that we're open.